I just opened this Bible. Yes, page 722. And here it is, the keys of hell and death. I didn't even look for it. It was right there in the book of Revelation, chapter 1. Oh, I'm always amazed at how often when I'm looking for a kind of keynote, yes, that God will just open the Bible before me and there it is, the keys, yes, the keys of hell and of death, yes. Now, in chapter 1 of the book of Revelation, yes, starting in verse 17, and when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead. Oh. And he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto me, Fear not. I am the first and the last. I am he that liveth, and was dead. Poop. And behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen. And have the keys of hell and of death. Ouch. Now, write the things which thou hast seen, and the things which are, and the things which shall be hereafter. Ouch. The mystery of the seven stars which thou sawest in my right hand, and the seven golden candlesticks. The seven stars are the angels of the seven churches. Oh, and the seven candlesticks which thou sawest are the seven churches. Now he has seven stars. Yeah, they're the angels of the seven churches. And the candlesticks which thou sawest are the seven churches. Now it looks like this Jesus is alive. He's alive for all eternity. Yes, forevermore. There is no time constraints on the actual resurrection of Jesus Christ. Yes. Now he has a few keys. It doesn't just say one key. What? He has the keys of hell, ouch, and of death. Mm-mm. Now this is an odd concept. Let's say that you have the keys to your home. Yes. You have the keys to your storage facility. Yes. You have the keys to your locker in the police or sheriff's departments. Yes. You have the keys to your gym. Yeah. And then you have the keys to your keyboard. Yeah. What other keys would I want to know about right now? See, somebody said, we are going to be the keys of hell and of death. Oh. Now, it's one thing to have the key to hell. Yes. Someplace I don't want to go. And I really don't like participating with those that are going to hell. Yes. It's something that I decided a long time ago that if I did know that an individual wanted to go to hell, yes, I was making the decision, yeah, that I did not want to participate in their life. Any person that has ever thought or said, I would rather go to hell, yes, than go to heaven because the way I think about it, yes, I'd rather have everything I want here on earth while I'm alive, yes, and fuck the rest of the world. Pooch! I'm going to go to hell, so I'm just going to do what's evil. Ow! Now, a lot of those in the family, they were introduced to the concept of you can have whatever you want, yes, as long as you don't enforce the laws of the United States. Now, in exchange for all of these worldly pleasures, yes, of coming to find out, making yourself a little sex puppet, using your vagina as a purse, yes, and then using the genetics of persons without their knowledge, yes, or their wombs, yeah, you can get X number of millions of dollars to support the show where I've decided to go to hell and I really don't care what happens. Yes, I decided I'm going to heaven. That's what I decided. And I decided that I don't want to have anything to do with any person that made the decision to go to hell. Pooh! Now there's this other key known as death. Yes, I decided I didn't want to die. Pooh. I do not want to experience death. Yes, until about 120 years old. Yes. And I am going to do everything in my power to stay alive. Yes. And I'm going to continue living for as long as possible because I do not want to experience death. Now, for all of you that thought, well, if I die, I don't care because I can use electricity to amp my body up. Yes. I can have certain operations where I put implants in my body. Oh, I can use teeth implants and put my teeth on the population and torture them. Yes, I can use my body, yes, as a weapon against American citizens. That would cause the premature death of the individual, yes, that agreed to be in the family. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, my thought was, I'm going to heaven and I want to live as long as possible. Now, there's this idea of the use of technology. Let's say you're an inhibited woman, attractive, large breasted, pooch, have a lot of inhibitions, and I put a little biochip in you. Yes. And I chipped your sexuality so that you could experience the sexuality of uninhibited women while I'm having sex with them. You could be on them and you could experience the uninhibited sexuality of women that want to make babies. Now, eventually, through the use of technology, you yourself would become uninhibited. Oh, and you would volunteer to use your naked body to be the uninhibited sexuality of women that I want to make babies with. Now, I call them biochip moms because I know of the chipping technology. Yes. See, when I was on Guam, yes, my wife decided to put a little chip in me, didn't you, Heidi? Yes. We were living at Cliff's house, and I noticed that when we were moving from the Mooning Plaza to Cliff's house, yes, Heidi had arranged for me to have a little chip put underneath my right testicle. Oh, now the thought was we will use people without their knowledge. We will put technology in their bodies, yes, and then we'll use them as a communication system for our top secret communication system. Now, let's say you're in the sheriff's department. You got a clone. Yeah. Do you have a biochip in your body that I should know about so that it can be removed? Yes. So as to disconnect you from the architecture of those that are in the top secret family. Right. 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 Now, for the women that want to be uninhibited, that are inhibited, certain women that I know of that I would like to interview while they're only wearing their I'm going to say that you can be on the actual sexuality of those that I'm having sex with so that you can watch the sex as it takes place and you can experience the uninhibited sexuality of another woman while not being in the room because you volunteered. Now, I wanted to design this so that you can remove the chip anytime you want. If at any time you don't want to volunteer, yes, just get your well, see, I always put the chips so they're easily accessible. Yes, I don't want you cutting into your breasts. I don't want you cutting into your legs. No, I want to be able to just use a little pen knife, yes, and remove it from your shoulder, yes, so that you can take it out and have a couple stitches, and then you're no longer a volunteer. It's an almost painless procedure. Boom! Now, for those that got involved in this whole idea, yes, I'm going to want to know. Of all the chips, yes, that do exist, yes, he does. How many law enforcement have a chip in their body right now? See, there's the idea of the utilization of illegal technologies, yes, to be on one another so as to control one another, yes, so that you can control the sex, yes, and you can transfer money from one location to another. Oh, oh. Now, these keys that Jesus has, yes, of hell and of death, yes, I do not want Jesus to have to unlock hell and death for me, yes, for approximately the next 70 years. Phew. And for every woman that ever thought I am so inhibited, yes, but you look so good, don't you? Yes. Triple D or larger? Yes, yes. Slender but a little tummy fat?